Good morning. It is Jane with Scraptastic Yarns, and today is another one of those hashtags 50 gone by 2024. All right, let's start with the medical disclaimer. As always, remember, always check with your physician before starting any exercise program, diet program, or anything that I share here today. This information is my own personal research into those different health topics and is not to be considered medical advice. All right. Today I thought we'd talk about getting past weight loss plateaus. That happens anytime you are attempting to lose weight. You're going to reach what is called a plateau. So, just because your weight loss stalled, don't revert to those bad habits. And I'm going to provide some tips here. A lot of these come from the Mayo Clinic. Some of them come from a place called healthline.com. So keep those in your back of your mind, all right? You have been working very hard to follow a healthy, low-calorie diet and improve your exercise habits. And your rewards have been watching your weight go down and feeling better. Now, however, for some reason for no reason you can identify, the scale has stopped budging. You've hit a weight loss plateau. Don't get discouraged. It is typical for weight loss to slow and even stall. By understanding what causes those weight loss plateaus, you can decide how to respond and avoid backsliding on your new healthy habits. So, what is weight loss plateau? A weight loss plateau is when your weight stops changing. Being stuck at a weight loss plateau eventually happens to everyone who tries to lose weight. Even so, most people are surprised when it happens to them because they're still eating carefully and exercising regularly. The frustrating reality is that even well-planned weight loss efforts can stall. And yes, they do, and it can be frustrating. What causes a weight loss plateau? During the first few weeks of losing weight, a rapid drop is typical. In part, this is because when you initially cut those calories, the body gets needed energy by releasing its stores of glycogen. Glycogen is a type of carbohydrate found in the muscles and the liver. Glycogen is partly made of water. So when glycogen is burned for energy, it releases water, resulting in weight loss that is mostly water. But that effect is only temporary. As you lose weight, you lose some muscle along with fat. Muscle helps keep up a rate at which you burn calories. That's metabolism. So as you lose weight, your metabolism declines, causing you to burn fewer calories than you did at your heavier weight. Your slower metabolism will slow your weight loss, even if you eat the same numbers of calories that helped you lose that weight. When the calories you burn equal the calories you eat, you reach a plateau. So, how can you overcome that plateau? Oh boy, when you reach a plateau, you may have lost all of the weight you will lose on your current diet and exercise plan. So ask yourself if you're satisfied with your current weight or if you want to lose more. If you want to lose more weight, you'll need to adjust your weight loss program. And that's very important, to be flexible enough to change those things if you need to. So if you're committed to losing more weight, there are some tips for getting past those plateaus. First of all, reassess your habits. Look back at your food and activity records. Make sure you haven't loosened the rules. For example, look at whether you've been having larger portions, eating more processed foods, or getting less exercise. Research suggests that off and on loosening of rules contributes to those plateaus. Cut more calories. Further cut your daily calories provided this does not put you below 1,200 calories. Fewer than 1,200 calories a day may be not enough to keep you from constant hunger, which does increase your risk of overeating. Boy, doesn't it? Rev up your workout. Get at least 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity or 75 minutes of vigorous aerobic activity a week, or a combination of moderate and vigorous activity. Guidelines suggest that you spread this exercise out through the course of a week. For even greater health benefit and to assist with weight loss or maintaining weight loss, at least 300 minutes a week is recommended. Add exercises such as weightlifting to increase your muscle mass, which will help you burn more calories. Pack more activity into your day. Think outside the gym. Increase your general physical activity throughout the day. For example, walk more and use your car less. Do more yard work, or do vigorous spring cleaning. Any physical activity will help you burn more calories. Don't let a weight loss plateau lead to an avalanche. Don't let it lead to that avalanche. If your efforts to get past a weight loss plateau aren't working, talk with your healthcare provider or a registered dietitian about other tactics to try. If you can't further decrease the calories you eat or increase your physical activity, you may want to revisit your weight loss goal. Appreciate the weight you've lost. Maybe the number you're striving for is not realistic for you. Because you've already improved your diet and increased your exercise, you've already improved your health. So take joy in that. If you're overweight or obese, even modest weight loss improves chronic health conditions related to being overweight. Whatever you do, don't give up and go back to your old eating and exercise habits. That may cause you to regain the weight you've lost. Celebrate your success and continue your efforts to maintain your weight loss. Now that comes from the Mayo Clinic. Now the rest of this comes from healthline.com. Cut back on carbs. We as Americans eat way too many carbs. We don't need the carbs. Research has confirmed that low-carb diets are extremely effective for weight loss. In fact, one large review of 13 studies with follow-up lasting a year found that people who consumed 50 or fewer grams of carbs per day lost more weight than those following traditional weight loss diets. Reducing your carb intake may help you get your weight moving in the right direction, again, when you are feeling hopelessly stalled. Whether carb restriction leads to a metabolic advantage that causes your body to burn more calories is a question that continues to be debated among nutrition and obesity experts. Some controlled studies have found that very low-carb diets increase fat burning and promote other metabolic changes that favor weight loss, while other studies haven't shown this effect. However, very low-carb diets have consistently been shown to reduce hunger and promote feelings of fullness more than other diets. In addition, they cause your body to produce ketones, which have been shown to reduce appetite. This may lead you to unconsciously eat less, making it easier to begin losing weight again without hunger or discomfort. Now, there has been a recent study that actually shows those that do eat a low-carb, higher-fat protein diet who are diabetic actually lose weight faster, keep it off better, and go off of their diabetic medications much sooner than those who do not follow a low-carb, high-fat protein diet. So, there's that study that was just recently released, I think 2 weeks ago. Increase exercise frequency or intensity. Revving up your exercise regimen may help reverse a weight loss plateau. This is because, unfortunately, your metabolic rate slows down as you lose weight. That sucks. One study including more than 2,900 people found that for every pound of weight they lost, they burned 6.8 fewer calories on average. As weight declines, the progressive reduction in metabolic rate can make continued weight loss extremely difficult. The good news, though, is that exercise has been shown to also help counteract this effect. Resistance training, adding weights, promotes the retention of muscle mass, which is a major factor influencing how many calories you burn during activity and at rest. In fact, resistance training seems to be the most effective type of exercise for weight loss. In a 12-week study, young obese women who followed a low-caloric diet and lifted weights for 20 minutes daily experienced an average of 13 pounds and 2 inches from their waistlines. Other types of physical activity have also been shown to protect against metabolic slowdown, including aerobic exercise and those high-intensity interval training. And we've talked about that before. If you're already exercising, working out an extra 1 to 2 days per week, or increasing the intensity of your workouts, this may help boost your metabolic rate. Number 3, track everything you eat. Sometimes it may seem as though you're not eating that much, yet you still have difficulty losing weight. Overall, researchers have reported that people have a tendency to underestimate the amount of food they eat. In one study, obese people reported consuming about 1,200 calories per day. However, a detailed analysis of their intake over a 14-day period showed they were actually consuming nearly twice that amount on average. Tracking your calories and macronutrients, if you so desire, which I don't, protein, fat, and carbs, can provide concrete information about how much you're taking in and will allow you to modify your diet if needed. Also, research suggests the act of recording your food intake alone may enhance your weight loss efforts. And this means being accurate with those. If you ate a cup of greens, you put down a cup of greens. If you ate 2 pork chops, you put down those 2 pork chops. Don't skip on it. Weigh your food. Measure it. Don't skip on protein. If your weight loss has stalled, increasing your protein intake may help. First, protein boosts metabolic rate more than fat or carbs. This has to do with the thermic effect of food and increases in metabolism that occurs during the digestion of food. Protein digestion boosts calorie burning by 20 to 30%, which is more than twice as much as fat or carbs. In one study, healthy young women followed diets that provided 30% or 15% of calories from protein on 2 separate days. Their metabolic rate increased twice as much after meals on the higher protein day. Second, protein stimulates the production of hormones such as PYY that help reduce appetite and make you feel full and satisfied. Moreover, maintaining a high protein intake can help protect against the loss of muscle mass and a drop in metabolic rate, both of which typically occur during weight loss. Number 5. This is a big one. Manage your stress. Stress can often put the brakes on weight loss. In addition to promoting comfort eating and triggering food cravings, it also increases your body's production of cortisol, which is a stress hormone. While it helps your body respond to stress, it can also increase belly fat storage. What's more, this effect seems to be stronger in women. Probably because we stress about everything. Raising our children, are we doing the right thing? Food, getting things done in time for our husbands when they get home. All of those kinds of things. So therefore, producing too much cortisol can make weight loss very difficult. It may seem as though you have little control over the stress in your life, but research has shown that learning to manage stress can help promote weight loss. In a 8-week study of 34 overweight and obese women, a stress management program that included muscle relaxation and deep breathing led to an average weight loss of 9.7 pounds. I've talked about this next one, number 6, in the past. Try intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting has become very popular recently, and there are reasons for it. It involves going for long periods of time without eating, typically between 16 to 48 hours. The practice has been credited with promoting the loss of body fat and weight, in addition to other health benefits. A review of several intermittent fasting studies found that it led to a 3 to 8% weight loss and a 3 to 7% decrease in waist circumference within 3 to 24 weeks. Alternate day fasting is a form of intermittent fasting in which people alternate between eating very few calories on one day and as much as they want the next. One review found that this way of eating helped protect against muscle mass loss more than daily calorie restriction. And you have to wonder, when all of these bariatric surgeries focus on higher protein diets, once you've had the lap band in, once you have done the gastric bypass, they all focus on a higher protein content. So, number 7, avoid alcohol. Alcohol may be sabotaging your weight loss efforts. Although one alcoholic drink, 4 ounces of wine, 1 to 0.5 ounces of hard liquor, or 12 ounces of beer, contains only 100 calories, it provides no nutritional value. In addition, many people have more than one drink at a sitting. Another problem is that alcohol loosens inhibitions, which may lead you to overeat or make poor food choices. This may be especially problematic for those trying to overcome impulsive food-related behaviors. One study of 283 adults who completed behavioral weight loss program found that reducing alcohol intake led to a reduction in overeating, and greater weight loss among those with high levels of impulsivity. What's more, research has shown that alcohol suppresses fat burning and may lead to belly fat accumulation. If your weight loss is stalled, it may be best to avoid alcohol or only consume it occasionally in small amounts. I will tell you, as a nurse, many of our patients who had COPD, COPD causes a higher burning of calories because you're breathing much harder and it just burns more calories. And people have problems with eating enough because breathing and eating go hand in hand, and if you're struggling to breathe, it's hard to eat, those kind of things. One of the things that all of our lung doctors would do with the COPD patient is give them an order at dinner time or one time during the day, whatever their biggest meal of the day was, to have a beer 1 hour before they ate. Alcohol increases the desire to eat. So there's that. Number 8, Eat more fiber. Including more fiber in your diet may help you break through a weight loss plateau. This is especially true for soluble fiber, the type that dissolves in water or liquid. Think Metamucil. To begin with, soluble fiber slows down the movement of food through your digestive tract, which can help you feel full and satisfied. Although research suggests that all types of fiber may be beneficial for weight loss, a large review of studies found that soluble fiber, known as viscous fiber, was more effective at keeping appetite and food intake under control. Another way the fiber may aid weight loss is by decreasing the number of calories you absorb from other foods. Based on a study analyzing calorie absorption among diets with varying amounts of fiber, researchers estimated that increasing daily fiber intake from 18 to 36 grams could lead to 130 few calories being absorbed from mixed meals. Number 9. Drink water, coffee, or tea. While sugary beverages lead to weight gain, some beverages may help reverse a weight loss stall. And those are plain water can boost your metabolism by 24 to 30% for 1.5 hours after drinking a 17-ounce serving. This can translate into weight loss over time, especially in those who consume water before meals, which may help reduce food intake. Not only that, but you're burning more calories running to the bathroom. Seriously. In a 12-week study of older adults who followed a weight loss diet, the group who consumed 1 serving of water before meals lost 44% more weight than the non-water group. Coffee and tea may also benefit your weight loss. Although they do contain caffeine, that does increase fat burning and boost metabolism by 13%. So, that's something to keep in mind. 10. Spread protein intake throughout the day. When it comes to protein, it's just not your total intake for the day that matters. So you're going to break those up into smaller meals to see if that helps. There's also mounting research that shows eating protein at every meal is beneficial for weight loss and muscle mass retention. Experts in protein metabolism recommend that adults consume a minimum of 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal based on 3 meals per day. Get plenty of sleep. Sleep is extremely important for good mental, emotional, and physical health. It's also becoming clear that not getting enough sleep can lead to weight gain by lowering your metabolic rate and altering hormone levels to drive appetite and fat storage. It's also a big contributing factor in a stalled weight loss. So to support weight loss and overall health, aim for 7 to 8 hours of sleep per day, per night, whatever. Be as active as possible. Although working out is important, other factors also influence the number of calories you burn each day. For example, your metabolic rate increases in response to fidgeting, changing position, and similar types of physical activity. These types of activity are known as non-exercise activity thermogenesis, or NEAT, if you choose to call it that. Research has shown that NEAT can have a major impact on your metabolic rate. Although the amount varies significantly from person to person, one study found that compared to lying down, people's metabolic rate increased by an average of 54% when fidgeting while sitting and a whopping 94% when fidgeting while standing. An easy way to increase your NEAT is by standing up more often, including using a standing desk. Another study found that people who stood rather than sat during the afternoon portion of their workday burned nearly 200 additional calories on average. Eat more vegetables at every meal. Most vegetables are low in calories and carbs, high in fiber, and loaded with all kinds of beneficial nutrients. Studies have found that diets that include lots of vegetables tend to produce the greatest weight loss, although that's not true anymore. So, it's easy to add a side of cooked or raw greens, tomatoes, or other veggies at any meal, including breakfast. Don't rely on the scale alone. When trying to lose weight, hopping on the scale is likely part of your daily routine. However, it's important to realize that the scale reading may not accurately reflect your progress, such as changes in your body composition. Rather than weight loss, your goal is actually fat loss. If you're working out regularly, you may be building muscle, which is denser than fat, takes up less room in your body, but it also weighs more. So if the scale isn't moving, you could be building muscle and losing fat, yet maintaining a stable weight. In addition, you may retain water for several reasons, including your dietary choices. Also, instead of focusing solely on that number on the scale, assess how you feel. And here's the big thing, how your clothing fits. It's also a good idea to measure yourself on a monthly basis to help keep yourself motivated when your weight loss seems to have stalled. The bottom line. Weight loss plateaus can be frustrating and demoralizing. However, they are a normal part of the weight loss process. In fact, nearly everyone experiences a stall at some point on their weight loss journey. Fortunately, there are several strategies you can take to begin losing weight again and safely achieve your weight goal. So, that's it for today's episode. I hope that you gained some information from it and that you'll consider that if you are experiencing a stall in your weight loss efforts. All right, everybody, remember to be kind to one another, love yourself, get out there and see this big, beautiful world we live in. And while you're out there, do a little more walking. Enjoy the sunshine. Enjoy the fall that's coming upon us. Enjoy it. I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.